Hey guys, it's Topic Bricks here and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be reviewing set number 76396, Hogwarts Moments Divination Class. So this is one of two Hogwarts Moments books coming out in March 1st, 2022. I got this set early thanks to a friend called Tech Productions, so thanks to him. But this is the way more interesting version of the two Hogwarts Moments books in my opinion. The colours are just a lot more vibrant. I love the purple book cover. And it's just a lot more interesting equipment that comes along with this set. I actually even think the minifigures are more interesting as well. The printing on a Professor Trelloni figure is just incredible. Not as good as the series, was it series 1 or series 2? Harry Potter CMF series with that Trelloni figure, that was great. But we get 3 unique minifigures, Harry Potter, Professor Trelloni and Varsity Patel. I think this is the first time we are getting Varsity Patel in her normal Hogwarts robes, so that's great. And yeah, there's what the back of the box looks like, but we'll take a more in closer depth look at what this set is after we've built it. So let's go and build it. Okay, so you join me on the close-up. So what we're going to do now is take a close, in-depth look at what this set actually contains. So first thing we'll do is actually look at the minifigures. So let's take Harry Potter. Okay, so I thought I'd focus Harry Potter. I'm sure we've got very similar minifigures before. This actually reminds me of the Goblet of Fire Harry Potter that we got in the Clock Tower set with that longer hair. I think this one is based on the Prisoner of Azkaban though. He's got the hood on the back and he has got a back face print. As you can see, he's a little more angry, which is a more true reflection of how he was in Divination. But yeah, pretty cool minifigure. So our next one is for Varsity Patel. So I think I said this in the intro, but we haven't actually got this minifigure before in her normal Hogwarts robes. We have got her in her Yule Ball outfit before. But yeah, so she's got a more, what is that expression, more like awestruck. She's got exactly the same torso print as Harry as well, in that nougat head. Really, really cool. And then the minifigure which we are all excited about, we have got Trelloni. So look at the printing on this minifigure, it's absolutely outstanding. You've got the chrome gold little like patches on her torso, which carries on her belt and her legs. She's also got like a silvery chrome little indents on her like inner clothing. It's absolutely extraordinary. Seriously, that the printing on this minifigure is unbelievable, and it continues on the back, of course. No arm printing, but I have no complaints about that whatsoever. She does have a back face print as well, which is more worried because she was a warrior. Of those dark predictions. But yeah, this Trelloni figure, I mean, I am actually going to go as far as to say it's one of the best LEGO Harry Potter minifigures we've ever gotten. Certainly in the top 5 in my opinion. Like, the printing is just absolutely gorgeous on this minifigure. I can't get over it. So this is what the book looks like as a standalone thing. Obviously we're going to open it up and that, but so we've got the printing on the front, we've got a moon, we've got a sort of gem, like a diamond. And what else have we got? We've got a stack of cards, and we've got a cup of tea as well. And I think that's tea leaves at the bottom. So tea leaves, cards, a cup of tea, obviously the Hogwarts crest in the middle. We've got a sort of diamond crystally thing, the moon, and what seems to be an orb as well at the top. So we've got 6 printed details on the front of this book. On the back, it's just completely plain. But yeah, so let's open this up and see what we've got. Okay, so immediately you can see we've got a lot of accessories here, so we'll get over those first. So the first one, we've got a crystal ball, if that will focus. Doesn't seem to want to focus, there we go. So you've got a crystal ball, it's got a blue minifigure head, like in the middle. And then it's got like a new sort of bowl. I don't know if it is new, I've not seen this piece before. We've got a bowl piece, which is something which just sits on top as so, and that just stays there, and it looks really good. It's kind of interesting because on my Ministry of Magic mock series I'm going to need a lot of crystal balls for like the Orb Room scene, but I don't think I'm going to do them like this because they're just so expensive to make. I've checked on Bricklink and it costs around £2 just to do one ball, and if I want to do like 500 of them, then you can work out how much that's going to cost. So yeah, on to our next one. We've got a sort of just wall. This is my least favourite thing. It's simply just a panel with a sticker on it. That's basically it. I think it's a bit lazy. I would have preferred something a little more interesting. Maybe even just remove this entirely and actually spent a little bit more money on actually printing these cups, because what I'll show you next, you get some teacups. This is just a stool slash table thing, whatever you want to call it. But we've got a lot of these teacups and teapots. So that's a teapot, as you can see, and we have some teacups in the back right here, so I get one of those to show you. And even though this is really cool, the Professor Trelloni minifigure we got in the CMF series actually came with like a printed sort of saucer piece. Doesn't seem to want to focus. There you go. The Trelloni figure we got in the CMF series actually came with a printed saucer piece, which was really, really cool, and I'm really disappointed that this set doesn't come with any sort of printed cups or teapots or saucers or anything. We get the molds for them, but none of them is printed, especially when she's sort of iconic for having those like blue and pink cups, but you know, what can you do? So we get a table. That is another accessory that comes with this set. It's just a very simple build. I think there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts really on this. Nothing too interesting. We get a couple of these tables. We get 2 of these. Sorry, not tables. Seats or poofs or whatever you want to call them. It's just 2 pieces put together. Nothing really too interesting. You also get a book, which I won't bother showing you. And we get a chair. I mean, that's the only really significant build that comes with this as an accessory. Quite a nice chair. It comes with a clip on the back as well, so you can put it against a wall or maybe even this sort of panel thing, which comes with clips as well if you wanted to do something like that, which is pretty cool. So let's actually show you the build itself, the book itself. So if we zoom in here, yeah, you can see that absolutely fine. So we've got 2 curtain pieces on either side. When I say pieces, I mean builds. 2 curtain builds on either side, and I think they look really, really good. I would have appreciated if they did sort of a concept of having a brick built curtain like this is, as well as like a cloth curtain. Maybe building the cloth with the brick built section. That would have been pretty cool. But they just act as walls or doorways, which is, I think, all their purpose is meant to be, really. But if you open it up, as you can see, you've got a little bit more detail on the inside. It looks pretty empty without all the tables and the chairs everywhere. But we've got, I think I'll pick this up and show you actually. Yeah. So we've got a big sticker on the back here, one on the top, one on the bottom. They're 2 separate stickers, and we've got 2 stickers on either side. One is just showing a staircase, and the other one is showing a big golden lamp or chandelier with some more curtains as well. I do like the pearl gold little grate pieces at the bottom. I'm not really sure what they're meant to be. It's very similar on the other side. We get a sticker on the bottom, which is just more teacups and accessories, and at the top we get a big mountain of those teacups. And they're all printed on there. They've all got different colours on there. It's just a shame the actual Lego pieces of these things aren't printed either. And in the middle we get an owl statue at the top. It's all tan in the middle, and we get a sort of cupboard with nothing in there. You can put the book in here though. It's just a very simple build where you open these doors, and there's not really much going on in here. But I suppose you can put that green book. Actually, we will do that. So as you can see, open these doors and we put the book inside and it closes absolutely fine, and you can just tip it upside down and the book will fall out. So there you go. We also get a little crystal diamond piece as well, which is, it's alright. I think the most interesting piece in this entire build though is this. So this is sort of a crystal. I think I will actually just take this apart to show you in better detail. We'll put that aside now. So this is sort of like a crystally pearly colour. I don't know what the colour is exactly called. I would call it pearl. It's got a sort of like gradient to it. It's not a trans clear piece. It reminds me of, like, do you know the invisibility cloak in the series 1 Harry Potter CMF series that Harry had? It's sort of that colour, but like put into an actual Lego brick. So it's really, really cool. It's such a bizarre use of the piece as well. It's not used for anything significant. It's just used with detail on the wall. But it shows that they've gone far in, you know, in that attention to detail to bring us something which I think is a really cool set. It does have some drawbacks, like we don't get those printed cups, and some of the accessories, like the chairs and tables, are pretty just naff. But it is what it is. I really love this set, and I hope you guys do as well. Okay, so just to round it up, I just want to say that this set is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. And what we're going to do now is actually rate it. So if you haven't watched one of my reviews before, what I do is I rate all my Lego sets that I review on 4 different levels. I rate it on the kids score, basically a score how suitable the set is for kids, teenagers and adults, and then the 4th one is value for money. Simple as that. And then what we do is we take the average score, because it's out of 5, and then that will be our overall score. So we'll, you know, add them all together, add all 4 together, divided by 4, and that's our average overall score. So let's do that. So for our first score, which is the KFOL, Kid Fan of Lego score, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. It's really, really solid. I think any of these Hogwarts Moments books are really suitable for kids because you can basically have it in 2 different layouts. You can open it all up, get all the equipment out, and have it all as like a big classroom. But if you're traveling or moving rooms, you can pack it all back together and just take it with you. And yeah, 4 out of 5 for sure. For the teenagers, I'm going to knock it 1 lower. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I think they're going to appreciate these unique minifigures, and that's why it gets a 3. But overall, it's not too great. It's not too great of a set to be like, this is a 4 or 5 out of 10. At the end of the day, it is just a Hogwarts Moments book, nothing too special. It's a little cheap set, and I think teenagers will like it but not really love it. For the AFOL score, the adults, I'll give this a 3 out of 5 as well. I think it gets a 3 out of 5 and not a 2 out of 5 because this actually does work as a display piece, especially if you've got all the books like stacked together. You can pack it back up and display it as just a normal book, so that's really cool. But when it's open, like the display feature doesn't really work at all. I have reviewed a display case where you can put these Hogwarts Moments book in that, so I'll link that in the description down below. But yeah, so 4 out of 5 for kids, 3 out of 5 for teenagers, 3 out of 5 for adults. And value for money, I would normally give it a 3 out of 5, but I think in January, Lego actually slashed the prices for these Hogwarts Moments books. In the UK, these Hogwarts Moments books were actually £28, and now they're £25. And for 3 unique minifigures and a pretty decent set, a pretty versatile set, I think £25 is great, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 for value. I don't know if the price has been slashed in other areas of the world, but where I am in the UK, it has gone down, so I'll recognise that in my score and give it a 4 out of 5 for value, meaning our average score is a 3.5 out of 5, which is very respectable. So yeah, make sure you tune into my channel tomorrow for another LEGO Harry Potter video. I've been Top It Bricks, and I'll see you then.